Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I keep saying good morning because I think if I say it enough, it'll be a good morning. It is 3 minutes to 8, which means I will be starting work very shortly. I am dressed in my tracksuit and my penguin with the view that I will go for a run. Although I think we literally had about 4 hours sleep last night. We went to bed at 10 with all the best intentions of going to bed early, and I didn't watch any gadgets after a certain time, and I read early and what have you, and then we just lay there and lay there and lay there. I don't think anyone had a particularly good night, and it was very exhausting just laying there. And it got to about 1:30 and Lee was like, right, do you want to have half a cup of tea with me? I'm not going to make a full one, we'll make half a cup and we'll have half a cup of tea.
The kettle going on at a ridiculous time.
That was because we couldn't sleep, and you were up goodness knows how many times in the bathroom. So you couldn't sleep.
Twice in the bathroom.
Was it? Oh, maybe it was your brother. He said it wasn't him. Somebody was up a lot in the bathroom, and it was just getting ridiculous. And then we just, I think it must have been nearly 3, if not 3, maybe even gone 3, before we actually fell asleep. So our intentions of going to bed early meant that we actually fell asleep about an hour later than our latest time over Christmas. So, it was horrible. So as you see, I haven't got any makeup on because I'm going to go for a run. Then I'll have a bath, and then hopefully I'll be tired tonight. Hopefully we'll all be sleeping. I have a cup of tea. Kenty's made himself a nice, what have you got there, mister?
Coffee.
A coffee, or what is it? Is it a latte or a gingerbread?
Latte.
He's got himself a latte.
It's a gingerbread latte.
Oh, it is a gingerbread.
You said a latte or a gingerbread?
Well, gingerbread latte, you know what I mean. He's got himself a gingerbread latte, and he's making toasted tea cakes, and yeah, that is where we're going this morning. He's got a day off, and then school officially starts from home tomorrow. So, one more day to enjoy, hey Kenzie? But he is getting up early because we need to get our bodies in that place, is the plan. Christopher's lost his legs. Okay, wait till it turns round.
What is that?
I have no idea, but it's gorgeous.
You don't know what that bird was?
No, I've no idea what those little ones were. I've never seen them before.
Look kind of like a small parrot. Oh, I hit my head.
Squeeze! Breathe in! Go, gadget arms!
Very tall.
Stop growing then! Can you reach the soft toys that you've dropped down the back?
No.
Can you get the rubbish?
Yeah.
Right, you might have to go from the top of the bed.
Get a rubbish.
Right, go from the top of the bed and pull the teddies up the other side then.
I can do it.
Don't get yourself wedged.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you reach? Yay! So that was my first run of 2021. I did just over 3 miles. So I did my usual route at the moment that I'm doing, not my 4-mile route, but my 3 and a bit mile route. Now, I've noticed, and I don't know why, and any runners out there might be able to tell me, why, when I'm running on the pavement, which has a lot of, it's not a, perfect, like city pavement, it has bits of grass and bits on it, I struggle. But then, when I'm coming back, I can run towards the traffic, so I get on the road, and the minute I'm on the road, I feel like I'm ploughing through and I'm fine and I don't seem to be struggling. But when I get on the pavement, I seem to be struggling. Do we think it's a terrain thing? Do we think it's some subliminal thing that you're meant to walk on pavements and so I don't feel like I'm running very far? I don't know what it is. But once I get on the road, I'm like, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's because cars go on the road and they go faster and I'm used to being faster on the road. I don't know. But I don't struggle as much when I'm on the road, which I think is why I manage the 4 miles when I go the other way and only 3 and a bit miles when I go this way. So yeah, hopefully I can start building it back up again, because obviously with Christmas and what have you, and the Christmas holidays and bits, it messed with my running routine. And then obviously it's going to get lighter, so I can, you know, run in the evening if I want to. I mean, I could run in the evening because Dan bought me that light thing. And I thought about it when I was struggling to sleep last night. I was like, just go for a run. But I was a bit scared of running in the dark. So I think I'll save the light for when it's, you know, foggy and what have you, rather than, or a bit overcast, as opposed to actually running in the dark. Well, I'm going to dry my hair now and then straighten it. And then I'm going to make a cup of tea. Kenzie's just got in the bath, so he's just using my bath water because why not? May as well. He's not working. He did some history work, I think it was, today, and he's sent that in. But that's like pre-Christmas stuff that he hadn't submitted, so he's sent that in now because it's due today. Yeah, right. I've just put dates for everything in the calendar, like half terms and stuff. So that's all on there. I've put all the birthdays on, and I've also put Kenzie's remote learning for the next 2 weeks on there as well. I'm meant to be making egg sandwiches, but I've just realised that I'm expecting a phone call from Kenzie's physio in about 10 minutes. So I'll hold off making the sandwich until we've spoken to her. In all honesty, he's not done any exercises for probably 2 weeks. He certainly hasn't done it over Christmas. Just, it completely went out of my head, which means it went out of his head. So we need to crack back on with that, especially since he is at home for the next 2 weeks. He can start doing it 3 times a day again. Need to get back into it with a force. It is improving, but obviously it's not going to completely heal if he doesn't do them regularly. So yeah. Need to pack away my Christmas t-shirts again. Need to find them all out, but this time I'm going to put them with all the Christmas decorations so I actually remember where they are, because I lost them, didn't I? And I was having a panic, not remembering where I'd put them. So yeah, I'll put them, whoops, where I'll see them. Is that dry? Oh yeah, it feels dry. Put these in the airing cupboard. I think they can just finish the last bit off in the airing cupboard. So Davvy's not going to be coming for the next month. His brother is visiting from, I'm going to forget now where he's from. But anyway, yes, his brother doesn't live here. He did, and then he moved back to live with his mum in South America somewhere. I can't remember. So they don't get to see each other very often. But he's here for the rest of the month, so Dabby's going to go home each day from school and spend time with his brother, which is really lovely, while he's there. Make the most of him being there. Right, let's take those upstairs and fold this. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to do a jigsaw puzzle or read, but I wasn't really into my book. But then I got really into my book. I'm really enjoying it. So I've only got about that much left, and it's quite a thick book. So yeah, I might read that. I might go upstairs. Whoops. After I've made our sandwiches and we've eaten, I might go upstairs and just sit and read that for the afternoon. So this afternoon I've only got Malone, Christopher, Toby and Llewellyn. The boys were very excitable this morning coming back. They liked the playroom. They were eyeing up the playpen, and I've had to make it very clear that is not for big children, and there will be big trouble if anybody gets in the playpen. I'm expecting somebody to push the rules, but I will come down on them really tough if they do, and then that way hopefully it'll deter it, because I don't want them breaking the playpen, and it is really important that they know that is baby space. Otherwise it just gets silly. You know, they'll all want to try and get in the playpen at some point, won't they? It's inevitable. It's a new exciting spot that looks like it could be a good den. So, right, speaking of which, I'm going to put this toy that I put through the washing machine into the playpen. This, oh, I knew that had happened. It's going to get water in the middle of it. It's got a little thing inside. It's a John Lennon Real Love toy. And this was my friend who I was at school with, bought it for Brendan when he was little. It has got a little bit of a rusty mark on it, which hasn't come off in the wash. But yeah, it's a little John Lennon baby toy. It's very cute. And I love elephants, so that's why it was bought. And he used to love it, used to suck its nose and stuff. So yeah, this is nearly 19 years old. My boy's nearly 19. Their birthdays are next month, both of them. Next month. So Brendan will be 19, Kenzie will be 15. I'm feeling very old. Physio hasn't called yet, so I'm going to crack on with these eggs. Crack on with these eggs. That wasn't intentional, it was a really bad pun. Kenzie doesn't want butter on his. This Tesco's toasty bread is really soft. And then this is a bit of my Warburton's gluten-free bread. I'm currently writing down questions for my Q&A that I mentioned. So I'm going through my comments. I'm going to start writing them all down. Kenzie's watching a bit of Bill and Ted, aren't you, Kenzie? Yeah, enjoying that. It's making me look very orange. Look, I've got one of those salt lamps. And when I turn it on and there's no other light on, it makes me look quite orange. I want to show you this book I'm reading. This is the one I'm reading, The Familiars by Stacey Halls. And that's how much I've got left, that little bit. It's set in 1612 and it's based around the Pendle Witch trials up near sort of Yorkshire area. So it's not a true story of those. It's just a story of a woman who was trying to conceive a baby. She had already lost 3 pregnancies, I think, and she was desperate to hold on to this one. And a local girl helped her basically with various herbs and medicines and what have you that she made. But this girl has now got caught up and is being accused of being a witch, and she's about to go on trial, and obviously that doesn't go well. If anyone knows anything about the Pendle Witches, it didn't go well. So yeah, this is sort of based around that time with kind of a link to the Pendle Witches. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm wondering if my mum would like it afterwards, because she's given me loads of books, but she likes period dramas, so she might like this one. So I have 2 hours now until I have to go and do the school run. And I've pretty much got all the housework and laundry and everything sorted over the weekend and while we've been off. So I'm going to sit and hopefully finish this book and drink tea and eat some of one of the chocolate bars that Lee gave me for Christmas. Because I have quite a lot. I think he bought me like 6 or 8 bars. So this is my absolute favourite chocolate, this one. Marvellous Creations Popping Candy. So I'm going to have some of that with my tea and read my book, and hopefully I'll finish it. You right there? Mm-mm. Look what he's done. He's put the same t-shirt on as me.
I don't think I wore this before you.
No.
Didn't I get dressed before?
No. You had the bath after me. I told you to go and put...
My baby Yoda t-shirt might have shrunk in the wash or something.
Why?
Doesn't thing as much.
Your dad put it in the wash, in the tumble dryer. I was not impressed. Because he does. Yeah, he put it in there. Kenzie's on a mission. Pancakes the way forwards, aren't they? Did you put too much in your mouth?
Quickly, yours.
Quickly, eat mine. Stop vlogging. Start eating, mother. Right, we're ready. I go roll the dice and I've got... How many is that? Do you know?
4.
4...
Green.
Green. Oh, it's a bit hard to see, isn't it? Because the light's not very good now. I need to get some better lights in here. 2... 3...
I put it in the line.
Oh, thanks. 4. Right, your turn now. See what you get.
I've already got 2.
Oh, 2 red ones you've got there. Ooh, red again. How many?
No.
How many's that?
Oh, look.
Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
So we are waiting on Boris's latest briefing.
Boris's latest briefing.
And we've decided to use this Boris briefing
Barney
BS
Bombs' briefing bingo.
Yeah, Barmy Boris's briefing BS bingo. Okay. So these are some of the phrases that you most oftenly hear Boris come up with on his briefings.
Keep the R down.
Well, that's not on there. I should put that on there,
should put it
shouldn't
on
I?
there, yeah.
Yeah, keep the R down. Suppress the R. We've got alas, come together, to be absolutely clear, working tirelessly, world-beating, unforeseen, random Latin phrase, no one wants, something. In this together, we will beat this, ramping up, rampant, professor, our amazing NHS, soldier on, as we've seen this weekend, unprecedented, our collective duty, not what I wanted, with a heavy heart. It brings me great pain. Obscure Greek war reference and normality by insert date. So shall we put suppress the R in there?
Suppress the R. Keep it down. Boris.
Right, okay. And where's my pen? So we're just waiting. We've got, how long have we got? 10 minutes until the briefing, and we find out what life is going to be like for the next probably month and whether or not I can open tomorrow. And
It does actually make a change from innuendo bingo.
it does make a nice change from innuendo bingo. So I shall put, what are we saying? Press the, what's it?
Keeping the R down.
Keep the R down. Keep the
R down.
R. You've got to do this as well. Down. Suppress the R is the other phrase. I will take either suppress the R or keep the R down when we play this bingo. And we'll see how many points we have at the end of the Boris briefing.
Boris's Barmy
Bingo.
BS bingo.
Yes.
Yes.
It's nearly 10 p.m. and I have only just finished organising my new routine for our current COVID situation. Boris let me down on many levels. So Boris let me down here. He got close to a few of these, but he never said the actual phrases. Tut, tut, Boris. It's national lockdown, as it was back in April, except nurseries and childminders are still open, which totally threw me, because then I'm left thinking, how do I cater for potentially 14 children between the ages of 9 months old up to 10 years old, and homeschooling and everything else that comes with it, and ratios and what have you. So I had a small bleh moment. Then my sister pointed out to me that actually he said early years was open. So it's childcare for critical workers and early years. So anyone over the age, well, anyone who's not in reception, anyone above reception, I can't look after because it's early years unless they're a critical worker. But they should be at home, learning at home or at school under the critical workers thing at school. So they wouldn't be with me. So that made life a bit easier. And then I was juggling which parents wanted cover, and thankfully several said they were okay. And then I have literally just gone through my numbers now, making a list of what hours I can work whilst keeping myself sane and catering for all the different age ranges. So thankfully I'm now going from 9 months up to 5 years. 9 months to 5 years, although I think the oldest will be 4. So that age range is fine. So that means I won't have more than 6 children at any time, because I can't have more than 6 children under 8. So that means I'll only have 6 children. So Monday I don't start till 2 o'clock, but I finish at 5:30. Tuesday I'm going to be starting at 9 o'clock and working till 3 o'clock. Wednesday I'm going to be starting at 8 and working till 5. Then Thursday I'm going to be working from 8 until 5:30. Is that right? No, Wednesday I'm going to be working 9 till 5. So I've got 2 9 o'clock starts, 1 2 o'clock start and 1 8 o'clock start. So I don't have as many children, but I will have 6 under 8, which is going to be hard work, but it's fine. It's fine. I've been doing this for years. And it's a good job I sorted out that playroom into a more usable way and created a baby space, because obviously there's going to be more children here during the day. Instead of 3 or 4, there's going to be 6. So yeah. So that's what I've been doing for the last hour or, well, 2 hours since Boris made his announcement, is trying to work out how to fit everybody in that needs care. So yeah, it's an interesting time again. But I don't know how long I'll be open, because I can see on the forums people are up in arms about the fact that nurseries and childminders are technically still at risk. But then, you know, there's a lot of critical workers out there who are at risk. And they're not all being pushed forward for the vaccine either. So it's a tricky situation. But we just got to make the most of it. And everyone's really good. And I've had parents say to me, look, if things get really, you know, if things get out of hand, or at any point you feel like you just want to shut your doors and keep you guys safe, then don't hesitate to do that. So, you know, the numbers are pretty bad now. But if things, maybe in a week or 2 weeks, are worse, I may rethink this situation. But for now, we're going to go with this. My goodness, what an afternoon. Yes, but I wasn't impressed with his Boris bingo. Let me down on many levels there. But I think I'll use this on the next briefing, because he's bound to say some of these on a news briefing. He won't be able to get through an entire briefing without using one of these. Right, thank you very much for watching. And I will see you all tomorrow for our very interesting new Tuesday setup.